Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick walk around on this 2024 Mazda CX-90. This is the select trim level all-wheel drive, of course, because all the CX-90s come standard all-wheel drive, but this is the select. So this is the entry point to the CX-90 lineup. So let's take a look and see what this base model, which you'll be able to tell pretty quickly that it's really not a base model because it's got a lot of great features on it, but this base model entry level 2024 Mazda CX-90 Select. Let's see what it offers you. All right, so let's start off with the front. So front fascia here on the CX-90, super aggressive there. Really nice design. It's also luxurious at the same time, but standard here on the select trim level, LED headlights, and you have LED daytime running lights. Your turn signals are located right in that housing down there as well. Chrome accent that goes all the way across. You have some air vents down the bottom with some black plastic as well. Now, let's go on over to the wheel design here. So really cool design here on this select trim level. This gray finish on this wheel looks really good. These wheels are also 19-inch rims. So coming on down, you got black plastic cladding. You have inline 6 spelled out right here because this is the 3.3 liter inline 6 V6. You do have the body colored painted mirror. You also have LED turn signal in the housing. Plus you do have roof rails up on top here. So that is standard on this select trim level. So Mazda gives you a lot of things here on this lower end entry trim level. You also have CX-90 back here. And like I was saying at the beginning of the video, it is all-wheel drive because they're all-wheel drives. Now, talking about the taillights, taillights are LED as well. So standard LED taillights here on the CX-90. And then you'll see that you have your eSky Active G, which we'll talk about up underneath the hood. But let's actually look at the cargo area now. All right, so we have the cargo area open. I do want to mention something. This vehicle does come standard with the Power Liftgate. So again, a standard feature on the CX-90 here in this select trim level. Now, you do have 3 rows of seating here. You'll see that you have 3 across the back here. Sorry, there's plastic on it because it's just brand new, but you do have plastic or 3 rows of seating with 3 passengers you can put back there, 1 small one in the middle plus 2 on the outside. And then you do have this cargo area back here as well. This mat would actually get installed once you buy the car, but you do have some storage area under here as well. So again, overall, very comfortable back there in the 3rd row, but you also do have some cargo space behind that 3rd row. And again, Power Liftgate standard here in this CX-90 Select. You do have a 12-volt outlet back here and a little light over there as well, so you can see at nighttime. Let's go underneath the hood now. All right, so let's talk about underneath this hood in this Select 2024 CX-90. First of all, you have hood struts here that are hydraulic, so you don't have to have the regular hood strut there as well. So pretty cool that Mazda gives that to you standard. Now, underneath the hood, a 3.3 liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder engine that produces 280 horsepower. That has also made it to a 8-speed automatic transmission. So plenty of power that you can go up and down this road. You can also tow with this vehicle. You can tow 3,500 pounds all the way up to 5,000 pounds in this vehicle. So overall, super nice, super comfortable, and plenty of power here, even in this 2024 Mazda CX-90 Select. All right, so let's go up to the middle row. Before we do that, I want to go to the window sticker. You'll see the tent a little bit, but you can pause the video and kind of look at the features here on this vehicle. Main thing I want to look at, 24 city, 25 combined, 28 highway on the fuel economy here, and your final MSRP is $40,195. Now, this does have upgraded paint and 2 accessories. If you were to get a standard paint and no accessories, you could get this vehicle for under $40,000. I am here to also mention to you, if you go to your local dealer, I'm sure you get it below $40,000 like we can on this one here, especially if you're looking to buy in the coming days. So, you know, this vehicle overall, you can get a great deal on. Plus, it is really competitively priced for all the features you'll get, and we're going to talk about that now. So, you got the door panel here. It is all kind of black accents, but they do add some different designs here to really set it off. You also do have a nicely padded armrest, power mirror or power windows. You have a chrome door handle there with the power locks, and then you do have 2 cup holders down here, plus a little storage nook down there as well. And then over to the seats here, you do have these really nice finished leatherette seating surfaces here in the CX-90. So yes, you get standard leatherette versus cloth here in the CX-90. Now, to get to the 3rd row, you can pull this little handle and the seat can slide up and out of the way. Again, you got all that plastic back there that the 3rd row still has on it. But you can also press this little button here and it will actually power, fold that top down, and then you can just, again, you know, push it out of the way to get to that third row. And then you slide it back up and you're good to go. You can also recline it just by that as well, or the grab handle down there on the bottom. But easy access to the third row. This is a bench across the middle seats here. So you actually do have 3 seats back there, 3 here, 2 up front for a full 8 people that could fit in this vehicle. You do have a nicely padded armrest there with 2 cup holders in the middle, and you do have tri-zone climate control here, 2 USB ports down here, but you can have a different climate control back here for your passengers in the back. And again, this comes standard on this 2024 Mazda CX-90 for, again, like I said, basically 40 grand and below. Absolutely great value on this vehicle. Let's go to the front. All right, so let's go to the front. Real quick, I want to show you something here. So this vehicle is standard with Mazda's advanced key system. So you can put your hand behind the door and open the door, no key in your hand, or you can lock the door right from that, and then all the doors are locked, so you can't get in. So, and again, then you go right there and you can unlock the door with no key in your hand. Again, standard here on this 2024 Mazda CX-90. All right, door panel. Same thing as the rear there. Cool little design there, kind of finish on the top. Nice pad on the armrest there. Power windows, power mirrors, power lock options there, and you do have some storage down there on the bottom. And then over to the seat. They're not going to give you a crank seat here in the CX-90 standard entry-level select trim level. Nope. Power seat here with power lumbar. You can't get that on some third rows when you hit $50,000. Mazda gives this to you standard here at $40,000. What an incredible value. Now, leatherette seating surfaces here, very nice. Again, power seats. You have a leather wrap steering wheel here again, and automatic high beam headlights here. Now, let's talk about the safety features that you have standard here on this vehicle. I wanted to kind of name them off while we're at the sticker, but let's just go back real quick. Lane keeping assist, radar cruise control. You have the rear view camera, of course, rear cross traffic, smart brake support, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, driver attention alert, and then rear seat alert. There is a ton of standard safety features on this vehicle. Let's jump in and turn on the screens. All right, welcome inside the 2024 Mazda CX-90. So, really good visibility out the front. You do have a little bit of blind spot back there in that D-pillar, but great news is, standard here on this CX-90, you do have blind spot monitoring in the mirror. So if someone's in your blind spot, that will illuminate a little triangle in the mirror here that will let you know there's someone in that blind spot of yours. So pretty cool, pretty nice to have that feature here. Now, let's look at the top here. You have a sunglass holder. You have all your light controls listed right here. You do have your mirror right there as well. And then coming on down, you have a standard screen here that does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. You also can set this up with built-in navigation if you want to add that as an option. And then of course you have your standard AM, FM, all the radios there that you can go through. So overall, a lot of people are going to plug obviously their phone into this. So you do have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay standard, and you can use your Apple Maps, Android, Google Maps, all that kind of stuff there right on that screen. Hazard lights here. You have your push button start right there. And then coming on down a little further, you do have vents right here and vents over there. Vents on this side as well. Nice, conveniently located. And then you do have your controls here for your tri-zone climate control. So again, I'll show you it here. So this passenger may be a little bit cooler in the passenger side, so I can raise their temperature, or they can raise their temperatures in the vehicle. And same way I can do mine separately as well, and it kind of stays the same. The good news is you do have the controls for the rear occupants as well. So there's 3 zones of climate control, 1 for the driver, 1 for the passenger, and 1 for the rear of this vehicle. Now, you may say, well, that's just too much to really worry about. I just want them all to be the same. Well, that's fine. You just press this sync button, and they all are controlled by 1 turn, 1 up and down, 1 fan speed, all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool. Now, coming on down a little further, you have a little storage nook down here with a 12-volt outlet. You have your MI drive button here, which is basically, you have sport, normal, and off-road. And so it actually changes some of the designs of the instrument cluster here. So you'll see I just turned to off-road, and it kind of has like that orangish gray tint on the back. And then sport cars, of course, going to be really, really like a red tint on it. So you see that. Most people are obviously going to drive it in normal to get the best gas mileage, but that is an option if you want to go to sport or off-road in this vehicle. Shifter here, little different shifter here in the CX-90. So traditional shifter, you would just obviously pull back. This one, you actually push the little button here on the side, or on the front of it, push it in, and then swipe to the right for reverse, which will then give you your backup camera. And then if you want to go down a drive, you just pull it down and go into drive. Go back to park, you just go up and then push to the left. Just don't forget to push to the left, that way it locks it in place. 2 cup holders here, nicely sized, conveniently located. And then you have your downhill assist control right there. Then you have your control knobs here for the screen right up there that you can control the knobs. Now, the good news is Mazda actually was smart enough to add these to work with your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto hooked up on the top there and you want to go to your navigation, you just press navigation and it will bring up Apple Maps or Google Maps right on the screen there. If you want to go to your music, you just press music, and then Apple Music, your Spotify, Pandora, whatever you're listening to music-wise will pop right up there as well. So it's very nice that Mazda thought about those details when they're controlled, or when they did their little control knob here. Volume control here, and then you have a little favorite button there, power parking brake with an auto hold feature right there. And then coming on down, you have a dual slotted armrest here. So you can actually open it up 2 different ways. Kind of clamshell look as well. So if your passenger wants to get into the glove box, but you have your arm rested there, they could open it up and get in there. Same way, if they have their arm rested, you want to get in, you could do that as well. So pretty cool to have that feature here in the CX-90. Now, leather wrap steering wheel here. On the left-hand side, you have your volume control, your radio controls here, your phone controls, all that, and then press the info button that will control the middle screen here, and you can siphon through some stuff like the digital speedometer, all that kind of stuff. And then you have your adaptive cruise control settings here, so you just turn on adaptive cruise control, and then you can set the speed, and it will actually show you right there on the display. You can also set the car links right here, so you press down to go bring the car links a little further, and press up to push them a little bit further away from you. So really nice, really cool setup. Behind that, you have your stalks for your automatic headlights, but you also do have that automatic high beam. You also do have paddle shifters here that you can shift up and down through that 8-speed automatic if you want. And then you do have your windshield wiper controls right here for the front and the back. The good news is this one does have automatic windshield wipers. So traditionally, if you want to wipe your windshield, you just press down. This actually will sense when it's raining outside and then wipe the windshield for you, which is super cool. And especially in this select trim level, Mazda included that, which is really, really awesome. So that's been a quick little walk around on the CX-90 on the inside. All right, so that was a quick walk around on this CX-90 select trim level here. So overall, what an incredible value for basically $40,000. And again, if you get some without some of the options this one has, it's going to be below $40,000. Or if you get a great deal on it, which I'm sure you can, this is going to be below $40,000 for a third row that has leatherette seating surfaces, not cloth. It's going to last a lot longer than that cloth seat is. You also have standard safety features like adaptive cruise control. You have the autonomous emergency braking. You have the lane keeping assist, the rain sensing windshield wipers, the automatic high beam headlights, plus LED basically headlights and taillights. I mean, the amount of value you get in this vehicle compared to the competition is insane. Plus, you have a standard 3.3 liter inline V6 engine that is turbocharged, powerful, enough to tow, plus really, really efficient. 28 miles a gallon is incredible. This vehicle is awesome. What an absolute awesome value. And if you're looking for a third row vehicle, this one's going to be priced close to what some pre-owned third row vehicles are going to be priced at, and this is brand new. So if you're in the third row market, you're looking at the Honda Pilot, you're looking at the Kia Telluride, the Hyundai Palisade, the Nissan Pathfinder, the Ford Explorer, Chevy Traverse, the Subaru Accent, the Volkswagen Atlas. What other ones are out there? Put them in the comment section below. If you're looking at some of those vehicles, come see the CX-90 before you make your decision, because I think you're going to be incredibly impressed with the ride, the comfort, and the value that Mazda has brought here in the CX-90. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. And if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what your thoughts are, like I said, down in that comment section below. If you're in the market for a vehicle, we do ship nationwide right here at Preston Mazda. You see our frog up there at the top. We do ship nationwide. So if you're in the market for a vehicle, let me know. Send me a comment down in the section below, or you can call us here at the store, 410-673-7171. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.